What's up guys, Ryan from Manscapes here. In today's video we have got the Isopod soil or cheaper alternatives, or what mix I use. I do also use this to top up the soil. Obviously when you initially start with Isopod, just start off in a smaller tub and increase the tub size as a colony gets bigger. So this is a great way of doing it, by sort of replenishing those nutrients every couple of weeks, every few weeks. But for me I do it probably every 2 or 3 weeks. I hope you like the video regardless, and remember to drop a comment below what video you want to see next. Everyone keeps suggesting certain things to me, and that's what I'm doing recently. I've been doing a lot of updates or video suggestions from you guys. So make sure you do drop a comment below what you want to see next. But as always from me, peace and love, I'm out. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be using is dry grass cuttings, and yes, I'm using those. They're just a super cheap way, things you can dry out and keep yourself. Also, worm castings. I do also make my own worm castings, have my own vermicompost bin. So if you want to see a video on how I make that, then just let me know. Leaf litter. You always have to add leaf litter, in my opinion. So what I do is I soak it in a bucket like this or a tub, and then I just let everything crawl out, because things will crawl out. And remember, anything on that list there can be used for the isopods. Just chop it up and use it afterwards. Remember, this is all about recycling and trying to be efficient with everything you have. So if you do have anything left over, chop some pieces up and put it in for the isopods. All I'm doing here, which is a similar thing to the dry grass cuttings, I just let these air out in the greenhouse, and once they're dry, I mash them up into a powder and I add that to the mix. Once it looks like that, that's just about right and perfect to be added. It's a really good alternative to calcium dust or a calcium source, but I do also add a little bit in this. But if you're adding eggshells in like this, it's not necessary. You don't need to add a little bit in. And just to make you all aware, all this is pure natural calcium carbonate. So if you are buying this for 200 grams at £8, bear in mind you can buy these from garden centres, massive sacks of 10-20 kilos for like £15 or something. So it's the exact same thing. Again, it's just within that niche, they charge you more. All of this was harvested below trees. So basically what you want to do is get about 2 inches below the surface and start digging it all up. But you just grab a bag and take some soil from outside. The reason I soaked this as well, the leaf litter, is just so all these little isopods, the spiders, everything has time to crawl out, and that way I'm not damaging anything. Once you've done that, you can then start to boil it, and basically I just leave it on a low boil for around an hour, and that's about it really. Just put it all in a big pot and leave it on a low boil. All I do next is leave it for a couple of hours. I just let it all cool down completely. Once I've done that, I just tip it right into that tub. I just make sure that the actual water that's the leaves have been boiling in, they're also getting into that mix, because there's a lot of good natural things within that those tannins or that water. There's a lot of antibacterial properties which will be very, very useful for these tubs. And there we go. Once this soil's mixed, it just looks absolutely awesome. Just remember, this mix can be used to top up the soil within the isopod setups, as I say, as you naturally increase the size of the colony, as you increase the size of the tubs. This can be used as a main mix from the start, which is absolutely filled with nutrients and things that'll last them for an absolutely long time. This is one of my vermicompost bins. All the worm castings here on the very, very top, as the tiger worms sieve below, they naturally all start to shift upwards. There is a lot of tiger worms in this tub. It also has springtails in here too, just to add a little bit of extra cleaning. But all of this stuff at the top is absolute gold, and it's golden for the isopods to use. So if you want me to make a video on this, then I will. And this is absolutely riddled with life and worms, and honestly, I absolutely love it. So if you do want me to make a video, just let me know, because that's something that a lot of you guys keep requesting from me, or certain videos. So if you are, again, just let me know. And obviously, if you've got indoor plants or any plants that you want to use this for, you actually can. You can add it to a soil mix for any plants throughout any season, and it'll grow them absolutely perfect. But enough the worms, we're going to start adding this soil to the mix. I also do actually add a few worms into the isopod tubs. I'm trying to compare differences to see if the worms will add a forever food source as they eat the food, etc, etc. Will they kind of recycle it inside a little bit better, or will they take too many nutrients out? For me, I do think that they will eat a lot, but the poop was also, you know, like gold for them. So at the same time, I'm kind of thinking that they're going to absolutely love this. These are my Cubaris Marina. As you can see, they're just absolutely crazy. But this will get a nice top up because there's quite a lot. And that's how I gauge every single tub. If I see that there's a lot of numbers, then I will just make sure that at feeding times or when I'm adding soil, I add quite a lot more to those tubs. It's just a case of adding it in. Those longer branches, I just snap them down, but that is literally all I need to do. Just gauge how many isopods are in each tub. Is it, you know, are they reproducing quick? If not, then I'll just be adding some different things, different food, fruit maybe, or I'll be adding more soil mix and then, you know, a little bit of food for them. I never overfeed the isopods, only the ones that I know will take it. If I know that some will be left, then it does add a danger of that getting moldy. So I always make sure that I kind of underfeed, but make sure I feed more regular. And that way it also gives them kind of like a variation of nutrients, but at the same time it doesn't run a risk of actually overfeeding and the soil going bad or anything going bad in a short space of time or catching you out that way. So I know these will take all of this food. These are just koi sticks, and yeah, they absolutely love them. But if you've liked the video so far, remember to smash that like button. It goes a million miles for me. And at the same time, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And again, don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what video you want to see from me. There's a lot of things that you guys can request, whether that's even a certain type of aquarium build, an ant species, or, you know, a type of isopod species you want me to do a specific guide on a certain species, then just let me know. There's a lot of things I can do because each isopod species generally varies a little bit, but this is just an all-around good soil mix to add to every single one because it gives them the nutrients they need, and that's what it's all about, giving them that variety. And if you keep doing that, then I can guarantee that the numbers will increase massively. The ones you see where the numbers are absolutely crazy, like these ones here, I've had these for 5 months, and it shows how large you can actually get them. The ones with less in, all I need to do is again just slowly add this, and the numbers will be like that in a few months' time. And I'll be doing one more experiment where I use one species of isopod in 2 tubs. One of those tubs will have worms in and one of them won't, and I'll see if the worms actually give more resources than they actually take. And I think that'll be something really good to try and see, because if it's successful, then at least I know to add tiger worms in every single one of my isopod tubs. And also you guys will too. And also let me know below, out of all of the species you've seen out of these isopods, I know there wasn't a huge amount, and to be honest, it's only a small dink on my collection, but let me know which one was your favourite. And is there anything else you would like to ask me in regards to the soil mix? Any other things? Anything that you might want to add yourself, you know? Just let me know in the comments below. And on that note, I will be letting this just roll out all of the clips, all of the species that I'm going to be showing, and let you guys just have a little watch of those in full swing. I hope you liked the video, guys, and remember to join the Discord server below if you haven't joined it yet. There's a great community there that's building. I really do hope you've learned something from this video today, and I hope you can use this in your own practice and find that it succeeds, and hopefully, you know, you'll have a booming colony of isopods in your own care. But as always from me, peace and love, I'm out.